Speaking of that, there's someone that asked about SD response. I'd like to hear more about SD response and if Jocko is going to be involved.
At lunch today, he took me to barbecue, and I was like, dude, you have to come to one of these. He's like, I do these. And I was like, I know, but ours are fun, and they're in Texas. Then when we're done, we'll hop in a helicopter and go play.
You lured me down to Texas like 47 times today.
It's going to happen.
Like everything that I like. Food, shooting, working out, jiu-jitsu, machine guns. I mean, yeah, I said I might not come back once I get down there.
We'll take a camera, and we'll film most of it, and you're going to see Jocko, like, we're going to hook him into the side of a little bird. And so people get mad sometimes when I talk about hunting. Until you come and do it, shut your face. The farmers there pay us to either exterminate the animals, or when you're going to come and stay at my house, we're going to eat elk.
Yeah.
We're going to eat bison. We're going to eat some remarkable bear.
Nice.
And not a lot of wild pig, because the pig there tastes like toilet.
Well, I get mad when you talk about hunting because I want to be doing it instead of you.
Until you've had
talk about because the people that might not know about the SD response thing, the sheepdog response,
response.
That's all about.
So sheepdog, it was a phrase coined by Colonel Grossman, and he used it as this metaphor that you got the sheep, which is like the normal people, and they just kind of cruise around eating grass and living their lives, and they're naive about the predators that are out there. Then you have the wolves, and those are the things that want to eat the sheep. Grass doesn't taste good when you got canines. These things right here. Mm-hmm. And so the wolves want to eat the sheep, and there's nothing that would stop them. And this is in the reality of kind of, I think, the millennial generation is we got a bunch of sheep. If like the sheep wore really tight pants, flannels, had beards, and never carried an axe before, didn't know how to change the oil, didn't know how to break down a gun, didn't know how to clean an animal, let alone kill it. If those were the sheep, then that's what we have. The thing that separates them is the sheepdog. And the sheepdog is genetically more similar to the wolf than anything else. It has the same natural instincts. The only difference is that it likes sheep. Not dead or blood in their mouth. It likes keeping the sheep alive. So that's what sheepdog is. We give people skills to make them be the hardest person somebody ever tries to kill. So if you're going to go and get in a gunfight with somebody that's come from a sheepdog course, you better be damn good. If you think you're going to go hands-on and start tussling with a guy or a lady that's finished sheepdog, better plan on it being bloody and violent. Because when they come and the way they finish that course, we have requirements for you to finish that course. People are afraid of their own blood, but not one of our students. They've seen it. And they've seen it on top of the person that they're training with, and it's not this frightening thing. It's like, cool, the fight just got started. So that's what it is. It's we're putting confidence and technique and skills into people about being hard to kill.
Yeah. And I took a look at some of the videos and stuff, and it's something that people have been actually asking me for, and I'm in the process of setting it up. But I think that the videos I saw looked awesome. And, anybody that can get to one of those courses, no matter where you are, because it'll cover anybody on the spectrum, right? Like I could go and I'm going to get something out of it.
Yeah.
And someone on the complete other end of the spectrum, like Echo, could go.
It's not true. So I bring guys like Jake Sines, Alex Acosta, Tim Budo, Blake Hayes. So just in that group, we have a couple of professional competitive shooters. Yep. So every time I do one,
you're getting better.
I'm getting better.
Yeah.
Like I'm training with Alex Acosta. Like,
right. But my point was, you have women that never shot a gun before in that classroom. Is that right?
Yeah. Both our first two. We've only done 2 civilian classes. We've been doing military and law enforcement for a minute, and we're like, man, we it's unfair in this society that we're at now. It's sad that we have to give, like the things that you know, I think it would be a huge disservice for you not to share the wisdom like you do to a society that is now vulnerable. So that was like, it's selfish for us not to do this, and it's, I think, inhumane. So when our first two civilian courses, both courses had people that had never shot a gun before. Now, I'm not encouraging you to come to a Sheepdog course if you've never shot a gun before, because it ends up being a huge pain in the butt for us.
Right.
Because then I have to put somebody with you the whole entire time, and that instructor could have been used to help other people get better. So it's a little bit selfish. So if you're going to come to a Sheepdog course, I'm not going to say no. You know, you got to learn this stuff to stay alive. You have people on trains that just walk out of bathrooms with machine guns. They go to a Christmas party in San Bernardino and start mowing people down. You're like, this is a different era.
Right.
Like we can't.
And the cops and law enforcement cannot be everywhere all the time.
No.
And what's the average response time in America? 4 minutes, 6 minutes, and that's if you're in like a night in a city with a lot of cops in it. You go out in some rural area.
Yeah,
you're
6
talking.
minutes. We're talking like 20.
Yeah. So you are, like it or not, here's the reality: you are your first line of defense, and you might be your only line of defense. So invest in yourself and learn some skills.
If you got money and you're going out there and you're buying a $2,000 gun, don't buy a $600 gun and then come spend $1,400 and train with you. You know, go play with Jocko. You know, like you need a $500 gun and a $100 sight,
Right.
until you get to a pretty high level. You know, like stop wasting your money.
Get the skills. Get the skills. Well, I think that thing sound awesome, and I'm sure I'll be doing something with it, having my good times.